Hey, what's up, y'all? Today we are making a brand new cocktail from Trader Sam's called
The Notes of Adventure.
That was fantastic.
That's what you should have done.
The Notes of Adventure! The TBC presents The Notes of Adventure.
So the Notes of Adventure is a relatively new cocktail at Trader Sam's. It popped up a few months ago, I think like late summer, early fall. I had it a couple months ago when I was there without you, which I'm still angry about. But
As you should be.
Yeah, you should be there every time I'm there. But you have a job and responsibilities, and I'm a bum. But it's really delicious, and it's a really interesting cocktail, I think. It is kind of a rehash of a cocktail called the Tangaroa Cooler, which is still on the menu, but they completely rejiggered the recipe because the Tangaroa Cooler used to be based off of a vintage tiki cocktail called a Saturn, which is a gin-based cocktail and very low proof. They rejiggered that, made it the Tangaroa Cooler. It's been around on the menu for a long time. A few months ago, they changed the whole menu, made the Tangaroa Cooler something completely different, and then introduced the Notes of Adventure, which is essentially the Tangaroa Cooler / the Saturn with a few things changed up, and I think it's really delicious and really fun. And the reason I want to do this today is because generally your third least favorite spirit behind Scotch, tequila, gin.
Yes.
You generally don't like gin.
No.
And this is a gin-based drink. That is the primary spirit in it. But I think it's really good. It also has pineapple juice, passion fruit syrup, which you like, and orgeat. So I think you'll like this. And we're going to change up the recipe from Trader Sam's just a little bit because they use Tanqueray gin, which I think you think is probably like hot garbage.
Probably.
We're going to
Does
use...
it taste like pine needles?
It tastes like pine needles after you've thrown them up. I think Tanqueray is kind of gross. But you know what?
Why don't we make it with good gin then?
We are going to make it with good gin.
Oh, good.
What's your favorite gin?
Good morning.
We're actually out of good morning.
No. What about good night?
But no, we have good night.
Good
We have
night.
good night. This is like the only gin you like, right?
Yes, this is the best gin ever.
Or this is absolutely totally not sponsored. And this is how you know it's not sponsored. I actually don't even know who makes Good Night Gin.
This is...
It's local though.
No idea. 8 Botanicals? I don't know if that's the brand.
It's definitely not the brand. That's what's in it. But it's North Fork Distilling, right?
Doesn't say.
I don't know, but you love this
It was
gin.
made in California.
It's made like up in Placer County. We're in Sacramento. This is made just up the road. You hate gin. You had it at some like farmer's market or something.
Yeah, I was at a work event and they had a booth and the guy convinced me and made me decide that I might like gin.
And you do like Good Night, you like Good Morning.
Yes.
So we're gonna use this instead of Tanqueray, so the flavor profile is gonna be a little different than Trader Sam's, but probably better because this is a quality gin and Tanqueray is...
Garbage?
I mean, I'd like to get sponsored by them some point, so let's just say they're
not garbage.
Not ideal.
Not the best, but good.
So you're gonna make this cocktail. And you're famously just a master bartender.
If I break a bottle, it's not my fault.
Well, we're not gonna start with the gin.
Okay.
Yeah, so generally when you're making a cocktail, start with the cheapest ingredients first. That way, when you inevitably mess it up, well, not break the glass, but if you mess up the cocktail, you're messing up cheap ingredients first and not the expensive stuff. So let's start with lemon juice. So, like I said, this is very similar to a tiki drink from the 60s called a Saturn, which is a low ABV cocktail. This is a bit higher than the traditional Saturn. So what we're gonna do is, because we only need about half the lemon, we're gonna use the other half for a garnish. Cut it this way so we can use the other half for garnish. It'll make squeezing a little more challenging. There, look at that. You're so skilled.
Yes,
okay.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the messy part. I'm gonna need you to squeeze a ½ ounce of lemon juice into, usually I use the fancy Japanese jigger, but this is these guys are a little easier to measure with. So you're gonna squeeze, yeah, I guess cutting that way probably didn't do us any favors.
Nope, doesn't help.
Do you want me to do it?
I got it.
You're gonna squirt all over the place.
That's what she said.
Okay, we're at a ½ ounce. Here, since you squeeze it a little bit, you want to push the lemon back into this little squeezer thing.
Oh.
So it's kind of popping out. It's slipping out.
I got it.
You got it? It's all
so
the
good.
way in. Juice is going everywhere.
There you go.
Well, almost. A little more.
More?
Yeah, there you go. And he's done. You drained him. Sorry, your mom watches this. I shouldn't say that sort of thing. But your mom has a really good sense of humor too. Okay, so what we're gonna do, put that in our mixing glass. Let's put this aside because we're gonna use that for a garnish in a little while. Next up, we got our citrus in there. Now we go to the sweeteners. First up, we want a 1/4 ounce of Orgeat. Give it a good shake. This is homemade Orgeat, which is just an almond syrup. You can do that by toasting your own almonds and mixing with water, or buying almond milk and doing like a 2-to-1 ratio of almond milk and sugar. No, that's a 1/4 ounce. We want a 1/2 ounce.
Oh.
Just squeeze out a 1/2 ounce. There you go, perfect. Dump that into our mixing glass. Perfect. Next up, one of your favorite ingredients. We're gonna use passion fruit syrup.
Yes.
Often I make my own, but this is from Liber and Company. I really like these guys. It's a little more balanced than when I make it. It's about just as sweet, but it's got a little more complex flavor.
How much?
You're gonna do also a 1/2 ounce. You know what, you did 3/4.
That's fine.
You like passion fruit, right?
It's better this way.
Can there be too much passion fruit in a drink?
No.
No, you love passion fruit. Now, like your favorite juice is pog juice, right?
Yes. Well, one of them.
One of them. All right, so we're gonna do pineapple juice. This is a squeeze bottle I made the other day for our party when we were watching movies the other night with the neighbors. So this is pretty fresh. So this is fresh pineapple juice from a can.
How much?
We're gonna do 1 ounce of pineapple juice. A little more. More. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. He ain't done yet. A little more.
No, that was an ounce.
That was a little less than an ounce.
There you go.
That's about right. Okay, cool. And now the booze. What are we using?
Good night.
Good Night Gin.
How much?
We're gonna do 2 ounces
Oh.
of Good Night Gin. So this is gonna pack a punch. Generally a Saturn, like I said, is a low ABV cocktail, and it has like a 1 1/4 ounce of gin, which is, if you're gonna make a cocktail, just commit and do at least 2 ounces. All right, so you got that in there? I didn't check your work,
Yes.
but you're good?
We're good.
Okay, so we have one more final ingredient.
Is it ice?
I guess that, you're right. Water is an important ingredient in cocktails because that causes the dilution and the cooling. You need that. So this is the second to last ingredient. You're gonna do 2 heavy dashes. No. So grab it like this, right here, and slam it down. You wanna do 2 heavy dashes of bitters. Okay, 3 dashes, that's not bad. There we go, and now the final ingredient. Since, like you said before we started, I broke our ice scoop. So we're gonna just use the other half of our shaker. Dump this guy in there. And do you want to give it a shake?
I'm gonna leave that to you.
Okay. You don't trust yourself?
I'll spill it on myself.
You won't spill it. You know what the trick is for shaking these?
Yes.
So usually with tiki cocktails, you want to shake until you have, see that nice layer of frost right there?
Yes.
Kind of looks like the car in the morning lately. Yeah. We're gonna crack this guy open. There we go. And we're gonna put this in a hurricane glass.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab that. And you wanna give it a good pour in the hurricane glass?
With the ice?
With the ice, you're gonna do a full dump. We're just dumping right, there you go. How close are we? Look at that, perfect. See how good I am? I've done this before. This is a good amount. Okay, so to garnish, we're gonna do a couple pineapple. I always call these fronds. Are they leaves, spikes? What would you call them? A bit of pineapple. Okay, so when I had this at Trader Sam's, they did this crazy garnish that kind of made it look like a toucan. So we're gonna try that right now. It's probably gonna fail
I'm gonna let
miserably.
you do that.
No, we're gonna do it together. Hand me
Okay.
your slice of lemon. All right, so right now we're gonna try and do the beak. I don't think this is actually gonna work now that I think about it. Especially since I don't have, shoot. Time out, I'm grabbing some spikes. Shit. After about 5 minutes of searching, I finally found some, what do you call these little bamboo skewers? We're gonna need these for the garnish, and you retrieved your sidekick.
Yes.
Bug, your little bug thing. All right, so she's gonna have the cocktail with you. I guess that means I have to make the garnish.
Yeah.
And because you're holding the pig. Okay. So first up, we need some cocktail cherries. And I've never done this before. I just remember seeing how it looked at Trader Sam's, so it may not work well. I'm gonna take our skewer, I'm gonna do 1 cherry. Skewer that through actually this is probably, that's too thick for like a toucan.
That's what she said.
Too thick even for you? Again, sorry, your mom watches this. Yeah, that's probably a little thinner. Okay, so we're gonna put that right through there. Other cherry there. And then, so it's supposed to look kind of like a toucan.
I could see it.
Kind of, not really. Did I fail?
That's fine.
All right, I guess what's the most important thing?
How it tastes.
How it tastes. All right, so we'll grab a straw, move all this out of the way so we don't spill everywhere or cut ourselves. Let's move this completely out of this area. I'd hate if you or your sidekick got stabbed. All right, lid. All right, so our notes of adventure, and when I said we're making the notes of adventure earlier, you said that sounds like a cocktail from Up, right?
Yes.
Which you love except for the first 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, we skipped that part.
Yeah, and the part where he says you're my greatest adventure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just horrifyingly depressing. But you want to try this?
Yes.
I'm really excited to see what you're going to think of it, because generally you don't like gin cocktails.
I thought it was pretty good.
What's it taste like?
It tastes really different with using gin versus rum like I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
More cleaner, I would say.
Cleaner? Yeah.
Lighter.
A little more herby. Yeah, it's definitely lighter. A little sharper, just from the lemon juice and the passion fruit. Yeah, it's sharp. It's probably not like ideal for this time of year. Like right now, I want to drink a Guinness. This is like really great for like July.
Yes.
Or if you're like hanging out in Paradise Falls.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I really like that. Do you think I nailed it? Even though you've never had the original?
I have no idea what it tastes like.
But does it taste balanced?
But it is
Does it work?
delicious. Yes.
Would you order this?
Yeah, I'd order it.
And how does this looks like a toucan that was drawn by memory of someone who's never seen a toucan.
It's sad.
It's like the pug of toucans. You don't know which direction it's looking. Let's just, do society a favor and just...
Aw, the pig wanted that.
She can't have that. You happy? Mm-hmm. All right. Important question. You're going to Trader Sam's with me soon, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so too. If you like what we're doing, please hit the like and follow buttons. If there's something you want us to make on the channel, comment down below. We'll make pretty much anything you suggest. We're open to all sorts of fun ideas. And until next time,
cheers.
Cheers. I feel like your mic, all it's going to pick up is what sounds like the death rattle
Pug
of like a
snorting.
110-year-old whiskey drinker and smoker.